let's play and review Test Drive 4. Video game marketing shapes the fate of individual video game series. Some of them are set as a top-notch games to represent their genre, while others are considered just a plain, ordinary copy. For example, Electronic Arts' Need for Speed was set to be a first choice for driving games, and their rival, Test Drive, was trying to imitate them. We shall see if this is true or not. I present you Test Drive 4, arcade wonderland of modern race-up cars, super annoying slow-moving cars, static roadside amenities, and narrow streets. Lots and lots of narrow streets. At the very mention of Test Drive, my reaction was, do you mean Test Drive Unlimited from 2006? Until that time, I haven't played any Test Drive games before. I only heard some rumors about a Need for Speed alternative, which is not even close in terms of quality and graphics. I admit, I was a marketing victim. Has injustice been done to Test Drive? Is Need for Speed really that better? I have already reviewed the great and mighty Need for Speed 2 2nd edition, but now it's time for a Test Drive 4. Let's play and review. When I started to work on Need for Speed 2 review, I noticed some similarities between those two games. When one series put a new feature in its game, a few months later, that same thing could be found in another series. For example, one decided to move from DOS to Windows, so did the other. Or one implemented only glide mode 3D acceleration, the same thing did the other. Hey, let's have a police mode where you can chase other players. What do we have here? So, do I use Test Drive for a copying Need for Speed features? Not quite. It can be any other driving game at that time. But still, it's a prime suspect. Test Drive, I'm watching you now. The game comes with 6 diverse tracks. Each track is split into 2 parts. The first part is directly available to race, while the second part is locked. By winning Challenge Cup, you will unlock those parts. Tracks are nicely designed, there are a variety of roadside amenities. Sometimes I feel need to just stop the car and look around the environment. Sadly, that all falls apart when you race on the second part tracks. By launching race on any second part tracks, you will notice your computer screen all of a sudden went dark with reduced visibility on track. You suspect a game glitch with inability to render skybox until you get a feeling of deja vu and notice familiar sections of the track, like you already drive that route. Yes, part 2 tracks are the same as the part 1. You drive in backwards with addition of pitch black environment, no cars with lights on, not even a city street light. How pathetic. Although the tracks are a beautiful design, the simulated weather conditions are very poor. The rain is significantly worse than in Need for Speed 2, and there is no snow. A nice touch is the lens flaring from the sun, the brakes and lights in the tunnel, and the occasional moments where sky is reflected on river streams. However, all of this does not give an overall impression equal to Need for Speed, where you are stung by hordes of flying bees or soaked in spring rain. Just like in a Need for Speed review before, The only hardware graphics option is glide mode, although you can play the game in software mode. But nonetheless, I recommend using Voodoo graphics card or Nglide program because in software mode the graphics are very blocky and unsightly. In Test Drive 4 there are 5 modern racing cars, Dodge Viper and TVR Cerbera, but also 5 classic era cars from 60s last century. Game devs modeled them in big number of polygons, expressing their appearance to other game racing series. All cars are equal in pure engine power and speed, except for the Jaguar SJ220, which one is beyond all competition. But how to break a feeling of great driving experience? Simple, make simulated driving characteristics rather poorly. Cars sometimes drift too much or too little, ice, rain, snow as if they don't exist, inertia comes and goes, and when you hit a truck or other traffic vehicle, it will fly away as if a golf ball. Traffic. Oh god, I hate them. There are ugly single-digit polygon rotors who will interfere with your driving, slowing or losing your race position. They can suddenly appear around the corner or in a narrow street, almost impossible to maneuver.
Nuke 'em. Let's nuke the bastards.
Thankfully, there is an option to deactivate traffic, turning your races in single race and cups mode from very challenging to super easy. All of this smells of an unbalanced difficulty and rush to hit market. And there is a hysterical cops who will react to your driving, not tactical, but Carmageddon type driving. I still don't know how this works, because my car will just suddenly stop for at least 2 or 3 seconds without any message you're busted or what. Besides single race mode, there are 2 tournament cups mode, 2 knockout and drag race mode. Some of them include all 12 tracks, 6 tracks with daylight and their 6 pitch black counterparts. Knockout races are a bit different than Need for Speed ones. You have to finish all races in first place, not only the last race. This can annoy beginners by making them the shortest races in the game. You know what else annoys me? Number 1. Camera. For some reason, every race starts with the camera upside down, pointing the roof of the car. You cannot see anything what is in front of you, making the race simply impossible to win. Tried to patch the game, but the problem still remains. Only by reading the manual, you found out that F4 key changes the camera, not the usual C key. Number 2. Lack of options. Standard keyboard configuration does not work. You cannot remap controls by your choice. There is no advanced graphics and audio options, which make this game a quickly made console port. And for some reason, you cannot save your settings, the game resets to default every time you rerun it. Oh, Need for Speed, I'm coming back to you. I'm done with this game. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, click on subscribe and click on bell icon to receive notification when I upload new videos. Also, check on Twitter and Facebook about news and updates. Thank you and see you again soon.